Welcome to the forecast. To my right, we have Alex himself. Alex, how you doing?
Hello, everyone. I'm good.
And with me also, Garrett. Garrett, how you doing?
Hey, dramatically.
Hey, we're talking about the comics for the last Wednesday in August 2017. That is August 30th. We're going to talk about the books that are coming out tomorrow. We were just talking fifth week. Doesn't happen that many times per year, but happens every once in a while.
It's actually the best week of every month if it happens. Save a little money and you get some good books.
Tomorrow for Dark Horse Comics, nothing really that we get to speak about tomorrow, but I do see some books here that I've heard good words about. Lady Killers number 2, number 5, and Rebel, These Free, and Independent States number 6 of 8. So if you want to pick up those two, those come out tomorrow also. DC Comics, here we go. All-Star Batman number 13. This is Raphael Albuquerque and Scott Snyder. Oh, Raphael's not actually doing the... Oh, no, he's doing the art. Never mind. The First Ally, Part 4. That cover's pretty great.
Which one, the variant or that one?
The original one.
City one.
Yeah.
I like that motorcycle.
What do you guys think of All-Star, this arc, First Ally?
Probably one of the stronger arcs that we've had.
Agreed. If I had to go, it would go
the... 2 arcs, or 3 arcs.
What was the second arc called?
End of the World or something like that?
Yeah.
Ends of the Earth?
Ends of the Earth, this arc, whatever the first arc was called. 1,000 Miles, that one.
1,000 Miles. Yeah, I think this one is up there with the that second arc. The second arc I liked a lot, but it was different. It was trying different things. This is more just like Scott and Raphael doing their thing. So,
I think this would be my first, and then the second arc.
Alfred's in this one a lot.
Has been better.
This is your Alfred. If you like Alfred, here you go. Black Racer and Shiloh Norman special number 1. That's the Jack Kirby one for this month. Also, Dark Side special. That comes out tomorrow, $4.99. If you want to pick those up. Last week we forgot
oversized special with OMAC even.
Oh,
it's crazy.
We forgot to mention last week Jack Kirby's Manhunter number 1 came out also. If you want to pick that up for Jack Kirby month, because his birthday was 2 days ago when this comes out. So happy birthday, Jack Kirby.
Happy birthday, Jack. Hey, I read that Manhunter special. It was pretty good.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard it was good. I didn't get
I'll look at Dark Side, but probably not. But
the art looks good, so I guess, I don't know. We'll take a look.
It's got to back up with Paul Levitz and Phil Hester.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Paul Levitz, where you been, buddy?
That may not be too bad.
Dude, he's retired. He'd be sitting on the beach reading them comics.
DC was like, hey, you want to read Dark Side? He's like, I'm back, baby. Justice League of America number 13. This is it Panic in the Microverse or Crisis in the Microverse? Because
Crisis in the Multiverse.
The cover says Panic. And the solicit says Crisis. So somebody fucked up a word.
But I have on the cover, it shows Panic with Microverse.
Supposed to be Crisis.
Is it Crisis? Okay, so maybe the cover's wrong. Maybe it was called Panic before and they changed it, and this is an old cover. So
I think they made a Crisis to tie into because everything's been a crisis.
So this is the Atom. They're searching for him, right? Searching for the Atom?
Yeah.
How's
Ryan
it going?
Palmer. It's really cool. I mean, I got left with a cliffhanger at the end of the last issue being and it's Professor Palmer, and then you don't see anything, and you're like, okay. It was kind of one of those first issues where you knew where things were going to go, and you just wish you were at that second issue already, so that's this.
Red Hood and the Outlaws annual number 1. On the 5th week, usually DC releases some annuals. Here's the first one. Red Hood and the Outlaws, Scott LaBelle, Tyler Kirkham doing the art on this one, no Dexter Soy.
Kirkham's a good artist, though.
I don't remember. I feel like I've read something by him before, but I don't remember. He did the cover, though. The cover looks okay. This is Brother in Arms, when Red Hood discovers a new wave of criminal activity in Gotham City. With the traveling circus at his epicenter, he recruits Nightwing to help the Outlaws infiltrate the Big Top. I read the first volume of Red Hood, and you know what? Surprised. Pretty good.
Hell yeah.
I couldn't tell.
This is a good book.
You know what a lot of it was? And from reading Scott LaBelle New 52 pre-Rebirth, he overwrote a lot. And there's a lot of cheesy dialogue for no reason. But then that Red Hood, there's a new one. He actually scaled it back a second. So I'm not sure if that's him or Dexter Soy just works well with him. You guys said different artists have been on this book, right? So we got Tyler doing this book. Is it going to still be the same quality?
Yeah, Tyler Kirkham did the run of Action Comics after who was on that first arc that was really good art? He's, and Kirkham's done some Green Arrow too. He's in line with like Ferreira and not necessarily Otto Schmidt, but like the people that mimic his style. Like he's got a good style like Schmidt. If I could put it. Tyler Kirkham. A lot of watercolors, a lot of thick saturation, things like that.
Another annual coming out, Supergirl annual number 1. Steve Orlando and Steve Poog. Hey, he does the art for Flintstones. He's good artist, like him. Emerald Extraction Part 2. So this isn't actually just like one shot. This is a second part of an arc. But it should be bigger than normal, right? Do you read this, Garrett? How's it going?
I dropped it a couple issues ago.
Oh, you did? You're Supergirl. Look at this art. Looks pretty good.
Can't get them all.
Comes out tomorrow. So Wonder Woman number 29. That is the doing a guest arc, I'll call it. Shea Fontana and David Messina. Jesus Moreno doing the cover there. Heart of the Amazon Part 4. We are 4 issues into this little story. I mean, it's not Greg Rucka's stuff, but it's still going. What do you guys think of Heart of the Amazon Part 4?
It's good. I mean, like you said, it's not Greg Rucka, or not Greg Rucka, but it's still good.
I agree. I've been enjoying it. Like it's basically like, hey, if you didn't want to follow any continuity and here's a Wonder Woman story, that's what you get.
I have to admit that's the one thing that's been kind of bugging me is there's, is it Edda?
Yeah, there's a lot of BFFing.
Yeah, that kind of bugs me.
When before it was like, fucking kill Wonder Woman, she did something to my cheetah.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just, even if it wasn't from the past, there's just, I don't know, something BFF-y that's bugging me.
I think that if you just watch the movie, it's a good place to jump in because there's not a lot of baggage coming into it too. And they kind of reset stuff. I mean, people who saw the movie think that I understand like what you guys are saying, and I agree, but it's not that much stuff a hang up for me. But yeah. IDW Publishing TMNT Dimension X number 5 with that Optimus Prime cover. Somebody at Diamond seriously puts this together and was like, that's good enough. Devin Grayson and Craig Rasulo. No, Rasu. The Turtles. Hey, this is the last issue of Dimension X, right?
Yes.
What do you think overall? Are you excited for this end?
Well, I'm actually one issue behind. I didn't read my issue 4 last week. It's, in all honesty, I'm sure it'll sum up to something good in the main story, but so far it's really not been that needed. All it is showing you these turtles going from planet to planet, finding these witnesses. And the issue 3, they go to a WrestleMania type thing. So it's fun. It's interesting. It's just, I don't know. It's kind of like a hodgepodge of what do you got? What ridiculousness can the turtles get into?
I don't give a shit that they fucked up on Diamond and this is an Optimus Prime cover. Again, part of my campaign, where the TMNT at? Not on that fucking cover.
The turtles are pretty much exclusively in this book the whole time. Because it's just those 4 going around finding aliens.
Sure.
Shut your face.
I do like, though, that Diamond committed to Garrett's joke and they didn't even put him on the cover. They put a whole different series on that cover. So,
Conspiracy.
Image Comics, Black's Magic. No, I was about to say Black Science. That book has been out for a while. Black Magic number 7, Greg Rucka and Nicola Scott. This is Awakenings 2, Part 1. The first part of this arc, I remember we liked. And now he goes arc Part 2. I'm excited. Black Magic. What do you guys think?
Excited.
I haven't read any of the issues, but I'm picking it up. So someday I'll be able to chime in on.
Oh, I thought you did catch up when we read 6.
Nope. I just listen to you guys like drool all over the table. That was about it.
Well, catch up. And Deadly.
The one thing is that it's been almost 2 months since the number 6 came out. That I've already forgotten what had happened. I know that it was in the past, and I know we met the creepy girl. But it's just, I'm going, oh yeah, I forgot about it until I just told you right now.
It was this, the story about how her parents died. I think. Yeah, you're right. It's been too long. Especially since we had a long break before that. It's like they couldn't put 2 in the can.
I figured when he came back that he had already had like 5 issues ready. So.
Who knows? I mean, he took a while writing Lazarus. Maybe he had a writer's block for a while on all his things. Deadly Class number 30, cover A, in the running for one of the best covers of the year. Rick Remender, Wesley Craig.
You skipped Crosswind.
Oh, I didn't know anyone got that. Crosswind number 3. This is Gail Simone and Kat Staggs. Crosswind's number 3. Well, you haven't talked about it since issue 1. How's it going?
Good. Issue 2 is great.
I haven't read issue 2. It's next on my stack, actually. But pumped.
I thought issue 2 for me was stronger than issue 1.
Which makes me even more excited.
Was good.
Okay, back to Deadly Class.
It's a nice, fun series, right?
Yeah, it's cool. Kat Staggs, like I've said before, she used to do the covers for the Smallville Season 11 comics, so I love her being on our...
She's saying don't judge her on that shit, but good stuff now.
No, her art back then was amazing, too.
Deadly Class number 30. Oh, I already said that. Gnarly Party gets ruined. That's all we get for this. I'm excited. Deadly Class number 30. Has it been a while, or have I just been like jonesing for this book?
I think we've been jonesing for this book.
I think it was like the beginning of 1 month, and we're at the end of the second month, so it's still technically coming out a month-ish. I mean, technically again, but it's more like 8 weeks than it was 4 weeks.
I think this may be probably top 5 best covers I've seen.
It's pretty good.
It's pretty cool, but they're at a gas station filling up.
It might be.
But the coloring is amazing.
Yeah, but they're in the desert. It's just like a chill thing. Like they're in the middle of nowhere. The only thing there's a gas station. It's just the possibilities. That's a book you might see in the background of one of our videos. Saga number 46. This is an operation and a farewell. I believe, if I remember correctly, I think is there after this one. There's a break. Brian K. Vaughan, Fiona Staples. Alex, you recently caught up with Saga. How's it going?
Amazing. I had to admit, it took different turns than I had expected. Like when I had originally read it, I was up to 13. I was like, oh, if this book keeps going the way it is, it'll be really solid. And it's gone from place to place. It's gone from them just struggling to get safe. It's them having jobs. It's them getting separated. It's other losses that have happened. Like this book is just, it really lives up to its name of Saga.
I remember you told me that you had an issue with the time jumps, right?
Yeah, I'll admit it's. I mean, they do tell you that. Oh, by the way, it's 6 weeks or 6 months or 2 years, whatever. But it happened. It's not even like it happens in between breaks. It just happens in between. Oh, here's this issue to the next part. Here you go.
Yeah, I understand what you mean. Well, I actually like it a lot because it's a story about. Obviously, we know from issue 1. If you haven't read it, spoilers, I guess. But from issue 1, that it's a story from the Hazel's perspective. She's born in issue 1, and she's already like telling you the story of what happened. So obviously, we know we got to get to some point where she understands the whole thing, and she's telling somebody, or she's writing it down, or something.
I mean, I guess I understand that it's from Hazel's point of view. It's not.
Yeah, so it's more not
from Marco and Elena.
Even though they're time jumps, it's more like somebody telling a story. And it's like, well, 2 years later, like this, they're telling you the important parts of their lives.
The one thing I noticed in this book that the way Staples draws is amazing, and she draws some of the most fucked up shit I've ever seen.
You know what I noticed for a while is that Image, usually all the books on Previous World, on Diamond, you can see a little preview of it. Saga never has a preview. Like, they're always like, no, keep that under wraps. Like, don't show what's going to be in that book.
That's what Marvel should be doing.
So, well... So Saga 46 comes out tomorrow. If Saga's a book you've been hearing about and interested in, listen to the show this Thursday. We might have some more to say about it. Spawn, number 277. This is Daron Savage, Jason Sean Alexander, doing the art also. Dark Horror Part 2. Garrett, you still getting Spawn?
Absolutely. The first part was actually pretty creepy. like, Spawn isn't really the forefront of this story. They've been setting up Wanda's daughter, basically. And yeah, like the art style and the use of like, there's a certain element to it that I can't really explain without spoiling it, but it is pretty scary. It's kind of chilling. So I really enjoyed it. And it's nice because you know that Spawn has all his powers back. So this arc's been going good so far. But I hope the next arc is just like Spawn, just fucking in all his glory, just plowing through demons. So we'll see.
That's for Image Comics. Marvel Comics, the playground of Nick Spencer's fake Captain America's. Not much. I mean, there's some books coming out tomorrow, but let's see here. What's the... Well, here we go. Oh, that's second printing. Generations, Hawkeye, #1. This is Kelly Thompson. Stefano Raffaelli and Greg Smallwood doing the cover. Pretty good cover. Two Archers, One Shot. Hey, that's pretty funny. Kay Bishop, Clint Barton, the other Hawkeye and Hawkeye. This is something that I remember saying when we heard about it that I was interested in getting, but I'm not sure if I'm interested in any of these Generation books. How's it been so far? You've been getting all of them, right, Garrett?
I didn't get Thor. I got the Wolverine one was actually amazing. Like, it was really fucking good. The Hulk one, not so much. So it's like hit and miss. But I feel like I'm going to get this one because Kelly Thompson I definitely trust to give me a good story.
Are they're just one shots, like they really don't, they're just like fun little contained stories, that's it? Or is it really digging
they're
back
not contained per se. They do have repercussions.
How so?
Again, without spoiling, I can't really say much, but it's nothing like huge. Like Legacy is going to change it all anyway, so it's going to Secret Wars cloud itself. But a lot of it is
Legacy Cloud. It's going to be called Legacy Fog.
It's never going to be as good as Secret Wars Cloud.
Well,
so
that's why I said Fog.
But yeah, I don't know. I really enjoyed the Wolverine one. I thought that was the greatest one. Like, it was very emotional because, like, I guess since I've been reading about Laura Kinney and everything like that, that was really powerful. So in this Hawkeye one, I don't really know much about Clint Barton, to be honest, besides what I know from the movies, because I haven't read that AHA run that you guys are so obsessed with.
Awesome.
So yeah, but I'm still going to give it a try. And I might get that white cover with them on there because that looks fucking great.
You know about Ronin?
No, I like the other cover where they're in the jungle.
Not as much.
Infamous Iron Man #11, that's Brian Michael Bendis. Alex Ross on cover. Doom finally confronts his mother about the impossible truth of her resurrection, and the Maker unveils his plans to destroy Victor Von Doom inside and out. What we're calling one of the best series at Marvel. Am I correct? Am I by my own? I'm on that thing.
Oh, I agree with you.
I agree.
One of the strongest books they have.
Now,
this one I feel like hasn't come out in a while, though.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. It's been a while. Or maybe that's just us, again, being like, oh, where's that good Marvel book that's like out there somewhere? Sergeant America told us in our show that this was only 12 issues. But do you think it feels like a mini, or is it going to keep going? Is there 13 solicited?
No, I don't think so. I think it's done at 12.
12 solicits.
Yeah, I was going to say, I remember when he told us, and I didn't see 13. It would have been out by then, so... It looks like only 12, so if you are interested in Infamous Iron Man, one of the best Marvel series going right now, trade should be out soon, so you can get a trade. Secret Empire, 10 of 10, Nick Spencer, Steve McNiven. This is a book that we've been waiting to see the end, and if you want to see it right now, go on the internet, because Marvel releases a press release. You can see how this book ends. Well, not end, really. There's just something else to the book.
Minor spoiler.
Minor. I'm sure that spoiler is going to come up a lot in the show. So once again, tune in Thursday or tune in Sunday.
I got to point out,
yeah,
this is fucking horseshit. Okay, we just got Secret Empire 9 last week, and it was $5.
And then 10.
Now I'm getting another fucking $5 book right away. When did Marvel tell me this fucking thing was coming out weekly? Because I know that it's been coming out like every other week.
Yeah,
and like Jesus, they're just a pile of fucking shit.
Either 8 or 9 was like really delayed. That's why.
Yeah, but maybe they're doing the right thing finally by not putting any other books that are going to tell you what the spoiler was, and let this finally finish, and then bring up the next new book next week.
Still, $5, 2 weeks in a row. Fucked.
Yeah.
Am I still getting it? Yes. But I've gotten the other fucking 9 that were, half of them were $5, so. Fucking marketing team.
True Believers Kirby. Oh, hold on a second. Star Wars Jedi Republic Mace Windu. If you want a Mace Windu comic, there you go. 1 to 5. You can see Sam Jackson in his purple lightsaber. He'll take you out, and then he'll get thrown out the window by Anakin Skywalker. True Believers Kirby 100. Ant-Man and the Wasp #1, and also Iron Man #1 comes out tomorrow. So if you want to get those, $1 each. Next. There is. Does anybody still get Uncanny Avengers? Or did we drop that both? We all dropped it.
No,
right?
I dropped that a long time ago.
X-Men Blue #10. That's Cullen Bunn, Giovanni Valletta, and Arthur Adams doing the cover here. Oh no, you dropped this, right, Garrett? Well, it looks like it's finally done with Secret Empire. So like, at least that's a good thing. Maybe you want to.
It could be good again, but yeah, Secret Empire ruined it for me.
It looks like
arc was shit.
So Beast is into magic, huh?
What?
So you know what else comes out? Thanos #10.
Yeah, it does.
Do you get Thanos
I still
still?
get it. So.
Oh, okay. Thanos #10 is going to be taken over by Donny Cates at 13. 10 looks like it is. Whoa, Thanos is teaming up with Avengers. Alex, what's happening in this book?
He pissed off some witches, so that cover would piss Garrett off because I don't think they're going to have anything to do with it unless he's in some dream state or some hallucination. Or maybe I'm wrong and maybe he's going to team up with them. Maybe they're going to show up.
Is it good still, though? Do you like it? Jeff Lemire?
I like it. I still think it's good. I think Diodado's art is fantastic. And that issue 7 was a fairly silent issue. One of my favorite things is when the art tells me the story.
That's Marvel Comics. Also out tomorrow from Aftershock Comics, Animosity #9. That's Margaret Bennett. With how many Animosity books are there now? 3?
2.
2
so far.
There's a third one coming up, but this is the main series, right? How's the main series going?
Really good. Every time I read this book, like, just freaking love it. And Sandor, like, that's the puppy, not the puppy, but the dog of the year. I mean, what the fuck? He is awesome. Sorry, technical difficulties.
I find there's some issues that are really good, and I find other issues that I'm like, eh. Like those Rise Up ones are great. That second, those are really good. But sometimes in this main story, almost every time I read it, unless I'm blown away, I contemplate dropping it because it's just like
when they stray away from Sandor and the girl, it's not as good. Except like there was an issue, I think it was the last issue where they were explaining how that goat's like family died, and that was fucking crazy. How there was like dead animals, like dead goats everywhere on that field. I was like, okay, that's pretty fucked up. But at first, I didn't even give a shit about him. So,
well, there's good parts to every issue, and there's just sometimes I feel the book is a little wordy.
Yeah, it is.
But there are other issues like when they're fighting the dragon. That like, oh my god, this is so good. So
that cover is really good too.
Agree. The cover's always pretty good.
Getting some fucking bears in this bitch.
Go-Go Power Rangers #2. Why is it called Go-Go Power Rangers #2 Main and Mix?
What?
That's what it says on Diamond, anyways. I mean, that's what the series is called now. But this is the Power Rangers out of the suits. Garrett says it's pretty good. Garrett, still agree? You looking forward to #2?
Alex reads it too.
Yeah.
You got this, but you're not getting the main book?
No. Well, I'm so far behind on the main book, I'm not going to go back and find all the issues.
See, we went to fucking Power Rangers movie. I told you guys, hey, there's only like 10 issues out. Get it. And then you were like, nah. Too late.
I even went into looking for it, and I couldn't find them. So I was like, I don't need them.
Could have pulled an Alex.
But the one thing that's really strong about Go-Go is Mora's art is awesome.
Oh, it's so good.
Well, a little treat for you then. I don't think he's doing the art in this issue.
Yes, he is. He's credited with it.
Is he? I didn't see his name on there.
A/cover artist Dan Mora.
Okay.
There's 2 covers. Miguel Mercado's doing like this Trini variant.
The diamond doesn't show. I just see the main cover with all the Zords.
They have it under this tab. It's that one there.
Oh, I see.
But Dan Mora is still doing the main cover.
Also tomorrow, you know what? I don't actually get this series. I'm going to start reading it pretty soon, but I do like Jody Houser on Mother Panic. So I might pick up James Bond Moneypenny one shot. Comes out tomorrow. I just need to look at that art. If the art is good, then I'll pick it up. This is Never Been Told mission starring Moneypenny, friend of James Bond, former MI6 field agent, bodyguard of M. On a routine protection mission, Moneypenny discovers a complicated assassination plot that bears a startling resemblance to a terrorist attack from her childhood. I like when they do spy books that are like one-shots, because there's something about it that, and if this is told well, which Jodie Houser's a good writer, so if she tells this well, a one-shot spy book is like my favorite thing. So I'm going to try this out tomorrow. What else? Anything else on this list you guys talk about? Nothing else?
Not that I'm seeing.
It's a very, very light week. I mean, if you're a Moneybags Garrett, you're spending $100, but for everybody else, it's like
I'm spending only 55.
Only. Did you
only,
spend?
that's
oh no,
good.
Alex spent 60 last week.
Yeah.
What would you say you're looking?
I think this week it's a little cheaper, but that's the only thing. It's like, maybe I need to be dropping books because this 5th week should be a cheap week for me.
Yeah, that's what it is for me because I dropped.
But it's
books.
image heavy, and it's Marvel heavy. So
it's not image
Marvel
heavy. There's 10 image books.
Yeah, but we get a big chunk of them. 3 of them.
You get all of them.
So does Alex.
That's what Alex is saying. Maybe he gets too many books.
Yeah, I know, but I'm saying there's a lot of Marvel and Image. And 10 books from Image is a lot.
No,
it's like their normal lineup every week.
I
It's
don't
10.
think so. Last week they had 13, and the week before that they had 18. So 10's a light week for them.
But it's a lot of their heavy hitter series. Saga, Deadly Class, Crosswind.
I'm just saying I agree with Alex. Maybe he gets too many books. So like if he thinks the 5th week should be light, which is normally I remember in the past the 5th week would always be light.
It used to be $20 for me at the most.
So like
I know, it's just Image and Marvel don't respect it.
And that's one of the things. Then as a reader, I need to decide what's worth keeping, what's not.
Alex, out of those books though, which one are you looking forward to the most?
Honestly, Saga 46 and Deadly Class 30.
Garrett?
Those are the 2 that I look the most forward to.
Deadly Class, absolutely 100%. If it has fucking and I mean spoilers shit. Whatever. If it has
Spoiler
2
King,
characters that
Spoiler
I
King
want to
strikes
see in this
again.
book. You can't call me the Spoiler King.
You just gave away the biggest spoiler that you basically just said that 6 cents.
Okay, it's been 4 issues, so you had 4 months to figure the spoiler out, so my bad that you're behind 4 months.
So you find that might be a bigger spoiler than but I guess everybody's seen if that wanted to see have seen Star Wars already. I'm gonna say you know what, actually I'm gonna go against the grain, and this might surprise some people. I'm looking forward to Secret Empire 10. I just want to see how it ends. I want to see here's the thing that I'm very interested in, because we know there's an Omega. Now, do they use the Omegas more as like the aftermath of Secret Empire, or do they actually use it as like the last issue? I want 10 to finish it out last issue. I need the aftermath just to be like a thing where they're just picking up the pieces. I don't need it to actually wrap up the story. So we'll see how it. And Steve McNiven also, I haven't seen his art in a while. Not since what was the book he did with Mark Miller? In Space, where they were running away from the king, the bodyguard, and the queen ran away.
Yeah, Empress.
Empress. A book I never finished because I still can't find that last issue.
It was Eminem.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Where was Steve McNiven did Nemesis with them? That's right. Okay. That's what
He also did the Old Man Logan.
He also did the original Civil War, so not the original Civil War. This is Secret Empire. Holy shit. So anyways, I'm looking forward to Secret Empire number 10. By the way, you guys are so when we do the this show for the audience here, Alex and Garrett remote in. Normally they're in the studio, but they're remote in for the show. I am in the studio that is right now probably close to 1,000 degrees. So I might be dying over here too. So those are the books for August 30th, the last Wednesday in August. Alex, how's the weather looking?
The weather's going to be good. Obviously, lots of good books to get. Go outside and enjoy them. It's going to be sunny, bright, balls not stuck to thighs, cool breeze, get that mojito going. Perfection.
Garrett,
that's a rarity in South Dakota.
What about the roads? How are the roads looking?
This is, yes, a fifth week, but there is some heavy hitters in there tomorrow. So this is another high traffic day, I still think. You might be saving some money, but you still want to get to that shop and make sure you don't run out of your favorite book. So unless it's Secret Empire 10, there'll be plenty of those, and you could probably just go online and read the end right now. So.
Garrett, that was a trick question. Where are we going? We don't need roads. For Wednesday Comics, that's been the forecast. My name is Marvin.
I'm Alex.
I'm Garrett.
Everyone, stay cool. Keep reading those books.